Good evening and welcome to the Florissant City Council meeting of August 14th, 2023. I would ask you all to stand and join the council in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Egan.
Here.
Caputa. Here. Childroth. Here. O'Donnell. Here. Pagano. Here. Parson. Siam is absent. Harris. Here. Manganelli. Here.
Let the record reflect that a quorum is present. Approval of the minutes. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. Are there any corrections or additions to the meeting minutes of July 24th, 2023? Seeing none, Councilman Parson makes a motion to approve the minutes, as seconded by Mr. Harris. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And the minutes are approved. The next item on the agenda is special presentations. Proclamations. The first item is a proclamation for Never Give Up Day. Madam Clerk, will you please read the proclamation?
Whereas the City of Florissant proudly joins community members in celebrating Never Give Up Day on Friday, August 18, 2023. Whereas Never Give Up Day is about inspiring others, motivating ourselves, and remembering that even in hard times we can keep going. Whereas Never Give Up Day is focused on cultivating the mindset of determination to help people get through difficult times and challenges. Whereas Never Give Up Day offers an opportunity to recognize outstanding achievements by individuals facing challenges with grit and determination. Whereas Never Give Up Day remains relevant for health and social care providing associations, organizations, and charities in their efforts to establish a call of action and fundraising activities. And whereas the City of Florissant recognizes Never Give Up Day as its positive influence for people across the community. Now, therefore, I, Timothy J. Lowry, Mayor of the City of Florissant, Missouri, and the members of the City Council do hereby proclaim August 18, 2023 as Never Give Up Day and call on all citizens of Florissant to make this day a springboard for awareness-raising activities.
Thank you very much. The next presentation is a certificate of appreciation to the Florissant Fish Swim Team presented by Mayor Lowry.
The 2023 summer season marked the 21st season of the Florissant Fish Swim Team. Over the duration of the season, the team was 6-0 in dual meets and finished first at the conference championships for the 13th straight season. This year's team consisted of 164 kids ranging from 4 to 18 years old and featured a group of 9 coaches who have either been with the program all 21 years or graduated as a swimmer of the team before joining the coaching staff. Our swimmers broke 2 relays and 3 individual team records, and Mia Moore broke a 35-year-old conference record in the 50-yard butterfly. Mayor Lowry and the Florissant City Council congratulates the experienced coaching staff on another great year and would like to thank the parents and grandparents for their support of the swim team and volunteering at all of the meets to make the Florissant Fish Swim Team fantastic.
So first of all, just want to appreciate everything that you do, Genova, and your entire coaching staff, for everything that you guys do. This is the 21st season, I believe. How many championships do we have?
13.
13 championships. That's unbelievable. And thank you for, certainly congratulations to all of our swimmers, who we're going to hear from in just a minute. You guys ready? All right. Sincerely, I've been to those meets, and they're pretty intense, and you guys do such a great job. 165 kids in the program this year?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
55 of them were 8 years and under.
Wow. So we got a great future.
Yes.
But unfortunately, we're losing some of these swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But they're all going to better places and higher in the swimming.
And I'm sure they'll be back to coach.
Oh, very good. Okay. The other thing I want to present to you is also this collage that we made from the city for some of the pictures that from the 2023 season. very good. So no, sincerely, we appreciate all the efforts, and there's nothing better than young athletes and keeping them busy, and certainly in our swimming pools. And thank you guys for the Bangor pool, helping us with that. Of course, as we all know, it's kind of a sad day that Bangor pool's going away, but the best part is what? We're going to have a brand new Bangor pool. Hopefully, we can get it ready for next year. Hopefully, I'll follow.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, on behalf of the City Council, it's my pleasure to stand with these fine folks up here. And the thing that I think is most amazing to me and most heartfelt is the student coaches, the young people that give their time to help the future swimmers and the future athletes of our city. And it does nothing but brings great acclaim to our city and to themselves. Thank you very much.
We just want to give them a little opportunity to say their name and how long they've been on the team. I do want to point out a few. A lot of our girls on this side have broken the team record in both the free relay and the medley relay this year. Mia stepped forward. So Mia is a conference record holder. She's the fastest girl ever in North County to swim 50-yard butterfly. Who's headed to swim at Maryville next year is an individual team record holder, and Devin is there. So we've got them all up and down the board. So really just quickly say your first name and how long you've been on the team.
My name is Avery Eastman, and I've been on the team for 4 years.
My name's Alexis. I've been on the team for 8 years.
My name's Morgan, and I've been on the team for 11 years.
My name is Mia Moore, and I've been on the team for 7 years.
My name's Lucy, and I've been on the team for 10 years.
My name's Gavin, and I've been on the team for 12 years.
My name is Kaylee Moore, and I've been on the team for around 8 years.
My name's Alex, and I've been on the team for 14 years.
My name's David. I've been on the team for 6 years.
Hey, Kaylee, could you tell me what other role you serve in the city?
I'm Kelsey Stibe, and I've been on the team for 13 years.
My name is Dallin Morgan. I've been on the team for 3 years.
I'm Charlotte, and I've been on the team for 6 years.
I'm Eliana. I've been on the team for 6 years.
I'm Devin. I've been on the team for 3 years.
I'm Michi. I've been on the team for 2 years.
I'm Damon. I've been on the team for 3 years.
I'm Ellie. I've been on the team for 10 years.
Thank you all for participating in the fish swim team and making us all proud. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, coaches. Thank you.
Thank
The next item on our agenda is hearing from citizens. This is a time to speak to the council on any issue not necessarily on the agenda for a period of 3 minutes. This is not a question and answer session. If you would like to speak to a council member or the mayor, please stay until after the meeting is over and we will talk to you then. If you are here to speak on a public hearing, please wait until that public hearing is announced. If you are interested in speaking, please fill out a yellow card that is located on the table next to the front door and hand it to our city attorney, who will pass it down the dais.
I have no speaker card.
Okay, we're going to make sure that there's no one getting up to fill one, and we'll. I'm going to say I hope they all aren't getting cards to fill out. We're going to be here for a while, folks.
It could be a long night.
All right. Not seeing anyone picking up a speaker's card, we're going to move along to communications. The next item on the agenda is communications, of which there are none this evening. Public hearings. Next item on our agenda is public hearings. Public hearing number 230813.
In accordance with Section 405-135 of the Florissant Zoning Code, a public hearing will be held by the City Council of Florissant, Missouri, in the council chambers at 955 Rue St. Francois on Monday, August 14, 2023, at 7 p.m. on the following proposition: to amend B5 Ordinance Number 6792 to allow for the operation of a liquor store for the property located at 350 Hautershell, bars, liquor, and more. Citizens will have an opportunity to be heard. Anyone with special needs should contact the city clerk at least 5 days before said public hearing by calling 839-7630 or email kgoodwin@florissant.com.
Is the petitioner present? Just step forward, sir. If you'd be so kind as to state your name for the record, I'd appreciate it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Desherrick Barr. This is my wife, Adrian Barr. She was my fiance, but now she's my wife now.
Congratulations.
Last meeting we were engaged, but
And if you'd be so kind as to tell us a little bit about your project, please.
Well, right now, I just wanted to introduce myself as the Bar's Liquor and More. Want to be a business, thrived in the city. Don't want to really be like a liquor store. I want to be more of a luxury brand.
to put you in the mind of a smaller scale of Total Wines. So we're not looking for the convenience store look. We're not doing the. We want to go for more of a upscale look for our store, but we're looking to do a liquor store. So the business would be at 305 Hautershell Road. I don't know if you guys have drawings in front of you, but we have presented drawings. The only thing that we're going to change with the building would be just adding a wall for an office space. Other than that, everything else is pretty much open. We have drawings in there for the floor plan for what we want to do with the inside of the building. I don't know if you guys all have that with you. And if you have, do you have anything else you want to add to that as far as that?
Pretty much, just like you said, it's open concept right now for what we want to do. Nothing major changes in the building, obviously, but it's just straightforward. We just want to have a family vibe. Just being able to come in, enjoy the area, entertainment, and just more of a understanding the vibe of what we're selling.
Because that's his retirement plan too.
Yeah, just currently retired from the military, 23 years. Just want to finish this chapter and start a new chapter in my life right now with this liquor store, be a businessman.
All right, thank you very much. If you will sit tight for just a few minutes for some questions.
Okay.
First of all, what hours of operation do you plan on having?
So our hours will be, we're projecting from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Monday through Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Will you
our liquor license, we have a Sunday liquor license also.
Okay, so you'll be going 7 days a week?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening, and congratulations on your wedding. I don't know how long it's been, but you guys mentioned that this is going to be more of an upscale type of establishment, and I'm just trying to picture what an upscale place looks like as opposed to a regular liquor store. Okay. Okay. I'm just a normal beer drinker. I don't really get into it.
We would definitely sell the normal things like the pints and fifths and half pints, beers, wines, all the regular stuff too. But the feel of the store, we won't have what is it like? Toiletries and like convenience stores have like oils and like we're only doing beer, wine, liquor, and tobacco. And that's it. We'll do sodas and waters and those type of things also, but we won't sell other things like we won't sell toilet tissue or we won't sell food. We're not selling hot food. We won't sell motor oil. So it's not a convenience store. It's more so a liquor store where you can strictly buy the liquor that you desire. And we have high-end, we have a relationship
everything is
with,
pretty much top shelf liquor. And
more so top shelf stuff, but we will have the regular things also.
Okay.
So,
what about, will you guys be selling those little airline bottle
shot glass, small shots. Yeah, and we have the way that we want to have it set up is because how our stores would be set up. There's a case behind the counter that only we would be able to access those items. So we would have a small amount of those items as well in the front case.
Okay, but the majority is going to be like the fifths and greater.
Fifths and pints and half pints.
Right. Okay. All right.
And a lot of wine.
And wine.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manganelli.
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome, and again, congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you.
Most everything was asked. The one question that I still have: will the and more? Does that mean will you have other items? Like you're going to do, the alcohol, soft and tobacco products. Are you going to have novelty items as well?
So we're looking to do, like I said, we have a relationship with a liquor rep to where they have wine gift sets, those type of things. Also, shot glass gift sets, those type of things that we would have in store also. So we'll have like just small trinkets of those things around the store because they kind of
go hand in hand.
Yeah, they give a good appeal to purchase power when it comes to wine and liquor.
Okay. All right. That's all I have. Thank you.
Mr. Harris.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. President. A couple of questions. Will you be selling vape products?
Vape? Oh, vape.
Yes.
Yeah, that's part of tobacco.
They go along with tobacco products. No non-nicotine and nicotine. No CBD or THC or anything like that.
Okay, probably flavored items too. I don't know all the regulations around like flavored vapes. I know that's legal, but I know that a lot of kids get a hold of that. It's a big problem. So if there's anything we can do to make sure that take extra steps, extra precaution, that younger kids aren't getting a hold of that.
For sure,
yeah. To the best of your ability,
Right.
And then the other thing is, how would the front of the store look? I kind of just have this vision in my mind that it might have like some of these stores have like bright lights and things like that and signs, and I would kind of think of that as more of like not a high end type of place.
Well, I think in that regulation that we can't
have the lights. We were already told we couldn't have the lights, but we are working with a company that's helping us with the storefront, with the facade of the building, but we would run those things with you guys before we do them. We were already told we need to make sure that those are up to code before we even started any on that project.
To me, that would make an impression, probably
yes.
Just the look of the store on whether it's a higher end or
right. because we're next to the Little Caesars, if you guys
Sorry.
are familiar. So we kind of got to dress it up a little bit to make it look really
Separate
nice.
ourselves from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for being here. Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. I appreciate your service to the country, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
That is my ward. Normally, when we have a liquor issue come forward or a special use permit, the city staff will reach out to the petitioner, you, and ask you or instruct you it's best practice to contact the councilman in that ward. I don't know if the city staff failed to do that in this case, or if they did and you forgot, or maybe you tried to and my recorder didn't work or something. But this is the first that you and I have talked, and I wish we would have talked before. I'm not a prude. I drink alcohol. Matter of fact, with dinner tonight, I will probably have a sandwich and a beer after this event is over today. I've approved many, many liquor licenses up here for restaurants, and including a liquor store in my ward that we did about 1.5 years ago. I will not be supporting this plan, and I will tell you why. It has nothing to do with you. Matter of fact, there are numerous shopping centers in my ward that I would absolutely have no issue with a liquor store. I will not be supporting a liquor store in that plaza. That plaza used to be Family Video and now is Family Dollar. It is owned by the Family Video people out of Springfield, Missouri, and they are a slumlord landlord, in my opinion. We have reached out. Could you please put some pictures up for me? I have personally reached out to not only the city of Florissant, but to this landlord on many occasions to try to get them to clean their property up. These are from this morning, by the way, if we could go through these. This is indicative of every step on that one. This one is just almost in front of your building. Go ahead, please, ma'am. This is behind your building. This is directly in front of the store that you proposed to open. It's right here with the airplane bottles and the other liquor. Go on, ma'am. This is directly in front of the store that you proposed to open. And again, this is on the back, I believe. No, that's in front as well. Is that the last one, ma'am? All right. I reached out, and I strongly urge you to go to one of the neighboring complexes and obtain a lease. The only control, and I would assert to the members of this council, that we have is stopping it right now. If you walk along Charbonneir and Paul, and I invite you to do this tomorrow morning, and pick up all the airplane bottles. You're going to get a bag. You're going to get a nice-sized bag of airplane bottles because I do it a couple times a year. This company refuses to even return my calls anymore, but they're living in Springfield, Missouri, and they're getting rent from Family Dollar, and it was a trinket store up there. I can't prevent a trinket store from going back in there, but I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this would be a bad impact on the community. My neighbors along Terry and Elizabeth live back there. Matter of fact, I just had a lady move. She finally got tired of the garbage blowing into your yard from this particular complex. We've asked them to clean it up. They tell me they pick it up, and the mayor will verify and see it shaking his head, and then they forget about it. We've asked them to do corrals. I've asked them to do anything they can to keep the trash out of my neighborhood, and they don't. I'm not about to give. I can't control where they put a trinket store there. I can keep them from putting a liquor store in there. I apologize that you've gone through this and you did not were able to reach out to me beforehand. I have no intention of allowing them to get liquor store money at that plaza right now. Anyone else? Any other comments on the council? Questions, comments? If you would like to address it, you're more than welcome to.
With that, with what you're saying, is there any way that us as business owners will be able to help with that problem? Do you think that if we hire security or anything?
And I'm only one of 9 votes up on this council. But I think every council person has an issue in their ward where they have a situation such as this. I don't see anything you can say or do that's going to change my opinion. And again, it doesn't reflect on you. You guys may be the greatest people in the world. And again, there are shopping centers in my ward that I would absolutely support and love to see liquor. Would not complain about a liquor store. Not at that complex. Seeing no further questions from the comments, if you have any other comments, I'll listen to them right now. Before we close this public hearing, is there anyone in the audience that would like to make comment? Seeing none, I will make a motion that we close this public hearing. That is seconded by Mr. Caputa. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? This public hearing is closed. Sorry, folks, that's my opinion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Public hearing number 2308014.
405125 of the Florissant Zoning Code, a public hearing will be held by the City Council of Florissant, Missouri in the council chambers at 955 Rue St. Francois on Monday, August 14th, 2023, at 7 p.m. on the following proposition. To authorize a special use permit to allow for a vehicle rental and custom vinyl graphics establishment for the property located at 14090 New Halls Ferry Road in the B3 Extensive Business District. Rentals and Wraps, LLC. Citizens will have an opportunity to be heard. Anyone with special needs should contact the city clerk at least 5 days before said public hearing by calling 839-7630 or 8kgoodwin@florissantwood.com.
Is the petitioner present? Yes. If you'll come forward, please, and state your name for the record, sir.
Hello, my name is Corey Franklin.
Good evening, Mr. Franklin. If you could explain your project to us, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, my project is called Rentals and Wraps. 90% of the business is operating recreational vehicles for rent, kind of like an Enterprise, Hertz, a normal rental car thing. The other 10% will be wrapping cars. I don't know if you guys are familiar with wrapping cars, but to wrap a car is basically taking like it's kind of like window tint, but it goes over the paint and it's whatever color you choose. So if you have a red car and you would like to turn it to a blue car, we will take a blue film, place it over the car, and now your car is blue. So that's the wrapping side of the business. And like I said, that's probably like 10% of the business will be operating. The other 90% will be predominantly renting cars.
Mr. Harris.
It sounds like a unique business. What are some of the cars that you'd be able to rent?
Some of the, I like to call them recreational because they're not average car. Some of them.
Okay.
So I have 6 slingshots. Are you guys familiar with slingshots?
Yes. 2
wheels in the front, 1 in the back. They're actually called auto cycles, I believe is the correct term. A couple of sports cars and a couple of BMWs.
Okay. Would all these cars that you're renting, would they be within the legal limits, say for like window tinting and things like that?
Would they be in the legal limits?
Yeah, like there's you're only allowed to tint the windows to a certain degree, right? Would all the cars that you rent be within the legal limit for window tinting?
Oh, yes, but none of the cars that I rent are tinted at all. They're not tinted.
Okay, and then as far as the wraps go, do you also wrap the windows?
No, just the paint. So the color, the color of the exterior of the car, some people, it's cheaper to wrap a car than paint it. So this is the new technology that's going on in the auto industry. So rather paint the car, you just take a film and wrap it.
Got it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Mr. Manganelli.
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome, Mr. Franklin. When you said recreational vehicles, I was hoping we'd have a place in Florissant I could rent a Winnebago.
A Winnebago? I'm thinking about that in the future. Hopefully we can accommodate that soon for you.
Yeah, okay. That's great. So are you going to do any window tinting?
No, I don't plan on doing window tinting.
Okay. I had some questions surrounding that, and really that is all I have. Thank you.
Mr. Caputa.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, how you doing this evening?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I got a question on your rentals. I mean, how many vehicles or recreational vehicles you plan on renting that you were going to have on site?
8.
8 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the most that you have that you can rent at one time, or that's the most you're going to have?
That's the most I currently have, yes.
And now, what about when you wrap? Say, if I my vehicle, are you have enough parking for your wrap? to your vehicles? Are they a one-day job?
It's a
Is that
2-day
all
job
done
in the wrap.
indoors?
It's a 2-day job normally, and the wrap will be done inside the bays.
All indoors, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So your space, you'll have enough room actually for all your vehicles, your rentals, and your actual
Correct.
vehicles you're wrapping?
Correct.
Okay. That's
The
all I
wraps
have.
are going to
Thank
be
you.
done by appointment only. So we know ahead of time when that car is coming in to get wrapped, and we have time to prepare to make space for it if there isn't any space, but there would be space for it pretty much all of the time.
Now, what about vehicles that are you going to say somebody does it and they don't claim it, they come, how long are you going to keep them vehicles there?
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying.
Like say if you do a vehicle and nobody comes back to get it. I know there's people do that, they get cars worked on, they don't come, their cars are abandoned, they leave them there, and they just don't have the money or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have any kind of additional space that you can store
Store
the
their vehicle?
vehicles or wait, or after say 30 days you get rid of them, or I don't know if
Yeah,
in
I would.
that business if that happens a lot, which I probably doubt, but
Right,
there's
yeah.
always something.
Right, it could be a possibility. In that case, I would assume to give the customer at least 30 days to come get their vehicle, but as far as where the vehicle will be stored, it will be enough space. Because we're not wrapping 4 or 5 cars at a time, we're only doing one.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all I have. Thank you.
Mr. Shildroff.
Thank you, Mr. President. Hi, Mr. Franklin. How you doing?
All right, how you doing?
Good. Can you tell me what your hours are going to be of operation?
10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay. Monday through Saturday or?
every day.
7 days a week. So you'll be, in theory, you could be wrapping a car on a Sunday.
In theory.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Parson.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, Mr. Franklin.
Hey, how you doing?
Some of my questions have already been asked, but I'm just kind of want to know more about the new technology in terms of wrapping cars, because I'd never heard of it before. How long does something like this typically last on a vehicle?
Oh, a wrap lasts typically at the least 3 years.
3 years, and then they'd have to come back and get it re-wrapped again.
Mm-hmm. Unless they change their mind, and a lot of people that's into wrapped cars, they may go with this color, and next year they decide they want to go with another color. It's pretty much up to the individual who owns the vehicle.
Okay.
But as far as the durability of the wrap, it lasts at least 3 years or more.
Okay. And have you had a business like this in other areas of the city, or is this your first venture?
Yeah, that's my first venture at that.
So are you the one that actually wraps the cars, or you have employees?
No, I plan on hiring a wrap technician.
Okay, all right. But you don't have that lined up as of yet?
Not until I get a full approval.
Okay, I understand. All right, that's all the questions that I have. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right.
Ms. Pagano.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. How about
I
yourself?
have a question about the rentals.
Mm-hmm.
Are they weekly rentals, daily rentals, monthly rentals?
Daily. So, it can be a weekly. If you want to rent a vehicle for a week, that's allowed. I have a 2-week maximum, but most people probably will rent 1 or 2 days.
Okay, and these cars are not for sale?
No, ma'am.
It's not like a rent-to-own?
Excuse me?
It's not like a rent-to-own?
No. It's typically pretty much like a Enterprise, Hertz, Alamo, that type of thing.
And there's going to be 8 of them? Is that
I have 8 vehicles, yes.
8 vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the rest of my questions have been answered. Thank you.
Mr. O'Donnell.
Thank you, Mr. President. Hi, Mr. Franklin.
Hi, how you doing?
Great, thank you. I was curious about the wrap. So for the most part, it's changing color of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any potential for customization? So if someone wanted an emblem attached to their car with a wrap, maybe a clear wrap of some kind, or some slogans, or is there any kind of creative type?
we plan to try and to deal with corporate. So if you have a business and if you wanted the business vehicle wrapped with your logos and the name of the company, telephone number and all that, something like that, but that's pretty much it.
I guess where I'm leading with that, and I'm sure you would want to protect your own business, but if someone had some sort of image that maybe was offensive to people, and they were going to put that as a part of the wrap, is that a possibility, or is something that just
no, it's
would
not a
not
possibility.
happen?
Typically, the wraps are just solid colors. We're not doing imaging unless it's for like a corporate company that wanted to put, again, their name of the company for advertising purposes.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thanks,
Okay, no
Mr. President.
problem.
Not seeing any additional council questions. Before we close this public hearing, is there anyone present in the audience that would like to make comment? Seeing none, Mr. O'Donnell makes a motion to close this public hearing that is seconded by Mr. Manganelli. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you and good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Old business. Bills for second reading. I will make a motion, bill number 9891. I will make a motion for second reading that is seconded by Mr. Caputa. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
An ordinance amending section 125065A, job classification and grade level by adding certain job classification.
Ms. Pagano makes a motion for a third reading. That is seconded by Mr. Shildroff. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
An ordinance amending section 125065A, job classification and grade level by adding certain job classification.
Before the final vote is taken on this bill, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak towards it? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Egan.
Yes?
Caputa.
Yes.
Shildroth.
Yes.
O'Donnell.
Yes.
Pagano.
Yes.
Parson.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Manganelli.
Yes.
Bill number 9891 passes and becomes ordinance 8899. 8899. Moving to new business, please. Board appointments. Councilman Parson moves to reappoint Sandra Jackson to the Property Maintenance Board of Appeals. That is seconded by Mr. Harris. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And the appointment is made. Mayor Lowry.
Yes, I wish to appoint Ashley Bernal to the Environmental Quality Commission.
Mr. Caputa makes a motion to approve the mayor's nomination, as seconded by Mr. Manganelli. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And the appointment is made.
Thank you.
Bills for first reading. New business. Bill number 9894.
An ordinance readopting a procedure to disclose potential conflict of interest and substantial interest for certain officials set forth in Title I, Section 105130, compliance with state conflict of interest law in the Florissant Code of Ordinances.
Move for a second.
Mr. Shildroff moves for a second reading. That is seconded by Mr. O'Donnell. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
An ordinance readopting a procedure to disclose potential conflict of interest and substantial interest for certain officials as set forth in Title I, Section 105130, compliance with state conflict of interest law in the Florissant City Code of Ordinances.
Mr. Shildroff moves for a third reading. That is seconded by Mr. Caputa. May I have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, sir. Egan.
Yes.
Caputa. Yes. Shildroth.
Yes.
O'Donnell.
Yes.
Pagano.
Yes.
Parson.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Manganelli.
Yes.
An ordinance readopting a procedure to disclose potential conflict of interest and substantial interest for certain officials as set forth in Title I, Section 105130, compliance with state conflict of interest law in the Florissant Code of Ordinances.
Before the final vote is taken on this bill, is there anyone in the audience present that would like to speak towards it? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Egan.
Yes.
Caputa.
Yes.
Shildroth.
Yes.
O'Donnell.
Yes.
Pagano. Parson? Yes. Harris? Yes. Manganelli?
Yes.
Bill number 9894 passes and becomes ordinance number 8900, 8900. Bill number 9895.
Ordinance authorizing a transfer of $12,000 from account number 403-52960-000, grounds maintenance golf course, to account number 403-53001-000, equipment repairs golf course, to assist in covering various equipment repairs for the golf course.
Mr. Schildroff moves for a second reading. That is seconded by Mr. Manganelli. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance authorizing a transfer of $12,000 from account number 403-52960-000, grounds maintenance golf course, to account number 403-53001-000, equipment repairs golf course, to assist in covering the various equipment repairs for the golf course.
Mr. Schildroff moves for a third reading. That is seconded by Mr. Parson. May I have a roll call vote, please?
Egan?
Yes.
Caputa? Yes. Shildroth?
Yes.
O'Donnell?
Yes.
Pagano? Yes. Parson?
Yes.
Harris? Yes. Manganelli?
Yes.
Ordinance authorizing a transfer of $12,000 from account number 403-52960-000, grounds maintenance golf course, to account number 403-53001-000, equipment repairs golf course, to assist in covering various equipment repairs for the golf course.
Before the final vote is taken on this bill, is there anyone in the audience present that would like to speak towards it? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Egan?
Yes.
Caputa?
Yes.
Shildroth?
Yes.
O'Donnell?
Yes.
Pagano?
Yes.
Parson?
Yes.
Siam? Harris?
Yes.
Manganelli?
Yes.
Bill number 9895 passes and becomes ordinance number 8901, 8901. Bill number 9896.
Ordinance authorizing an appropriation of $4,000 from the General Revenue Fund to account number 1015003-107, IT and media overtime, for additional overtime needed for the department.
Move for a second.
Mr. Schildroff moves for a second reading. That is seconded by Mr. Parson. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed?
Ordinance authorizing an appropriation of $4,000 from General Revenue Fund to account number 1015003-107, IT and media overtime, for additional overtime needed for the department.
Mr. Schildroff moves for a third reading. That is seconded by Mr. Caputa. May I have a roll call vote, please?
Egan?
Yes.
Caputa? Shildroth?
Yes.
O'Donnell?
Yes.
Pagano?
Yes.
Parson?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Manganelli?
Yes.
Ordinance authorizing an appropriation of $4,000 from the General Revenue Fund to account number 1015003-107, IT and media overtime, for additional overtime needed for the department.
Before the final vote is taken on this bill, is there anyone in the audience present that would like to speak towards it? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Egan?
Yes.
Caputa?
Yes.
Shildroth?
Yes.
O'Donnell?
Yes.
Pagano?
Yes.
Parson?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Manganelli?
Yes.
Bill number 9896 passes and becomes ordinance number 8902, 8902. Bill number 9897.
Ordinance authorizing amendment to B5 ordinance number 6792 to allow for the operation of a liquor store for the property located at 350 Hottershell, bars, liquor, and more.
Bill number 9898.
Ordinance authorizing a special use permit to allow for vehicle rental and custom vinyl graphics establishment for the property located at 14090 New Halls Ferry in the B3 Extensive Business District. Rentals and wraps.
Next item on the agenda would be council announcements. Mr. Manganelli.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just would like to remind everybody that this Friday night is the third Florissant Food Truck Night event down on the Knights grounds. Be from 5 to 8 o'clock. We'll have live music and plenty of good food. And speaking of food, just want to remind everybody that the Italian Festival is less than 2 months away. Everything is running very smoothly. It's going to be a great event and hope to see a lot of people there.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Manganelli. Mr. Shildroff.
Thank you, Mr. President. St. Louis County Library and Operation Food Search are sponsoring a program at the Florissant Valley Branch on North Florissant Road starting August 21st. They will be offering Monday through Friday free meals starting at 3:30 to 4:30, free of charge for children ages 5 to 18. The only thing is you have to eat that meal there at the library, and they have other activities going on. It's a good service for folks in our community that are having trouble making ends meet. The Tour de Florissant bike race was on August 5th. This was the first year of the event, and I had the opportunity to be a volunteer at the event, and I had a great time. I want to thank Big Shark Bicycle Company and all the volunteers, and I know they're looking forward to another great event next year. Mr. Mulcahy and the mayor have already met with Big Shark folks, and the course was challenging, and I think they're going to tweak it a little, but it was a really good time, and I'm thankful to the 6 businesses on St. Francis Street that were out there selling food and cheering the riders on. It was a very enjoyable day. On Sunday, August 6th, marked the closing of Bangor, as the mayor and Mr. Egan said earlier tonight. My 4 children enjoyed going to summer camp at Bangor and swimming at Bangor Pool numerous times. Work has started on a new facility at this location, and thanks to the residents who voted in support of a bond issue for our 2 new facilities. And finally, I would like to offer my condolences to the family of Mary Gettemar on Mary's passing. She owned the Flower Pot in Florissant for many years and was very active in our community with the Valley of Flowers and the Valley of Flowers Court. I had the great wisdom of using Mary 3 different times for 3 different of our kids' weddings, and she met the challenge every time, and she was a good person, and she will be sorely missed. God bless you, Mary. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Shildroff. I wish I had words as eloquent as yours to talk about Mary, who was such a great asset to the city of Florissant. Your Honor, go ahead, please.
Thank you. I just want to echo the same thing about Mary. She was certainly a good friend and did so many wonderful things for the city of Florissant and the Valley of Flowers, and certainly a friend, very close friend to myself and my wife, Lori, and she's certainly going to be missed. So we have a plaque dedication for the late John Jack Bellman, which is set for Wednesday, August 23rd at 5:30 p.m. in front of 250 Rue St. Francis. That'll be right before the start of our 4th Wednesday night out. And our 4th Wednesday night out, we're going to turn the City Hall into a cinema outside. And so the Wednesday night out will be right here. It's the Florissant City Hall, and that's August 23rd from 6 to 9. It's hosted by Old Town Partners and the City of Florissant. So from 6 to 7:30, we'll have a DJ playing music. And then the movie starts right around 7:30, and it's the Mario Brothers movie. So should be exciting for the families, and we'll have a lot of family events there, so please come out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. The next meeting of the Florissant City Council will be on Monday, August the 28th, 2023. Mr. Manganelli makes a motion to adjourn the meeting. That is seconded by Ms. Pagano. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And the council shall stand adjourned. Thank you.
I did not know that.